Hello and welcome to my little bookish corner of the internet. My name's Harriet. Today I'm going to be taking part in the Can You Adapt It tag. And this was originally created by Royal Reads. I saw their video the other day and I thought that I would love to take part. It just looks super fun and I would love it if other people joined in as well. So I will leave some names on the screen now and down below of accounts that I think should take part in this, but there is no pressure, and even if I didn't tag you, please feel free to join in and let me know down below when your video is up so I can watch it. Okay, let's get started. The first question is, what is your favourite adaptation? So I have quite a few. I really love the Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit trilogy as well, although I technically haven't read the Hobbit yet, but I do really love Lord of the Rings. I just feel like the characters in there are really well portrayed. I do wish Frodo was a tiny bit different, but I do understand where they were going with it, and I still think that Elijah Wood did a fantastic job. Before reading the Lord of the Rings books, I wouldn't have even thought twice about it. So yeah, that is one that I really enjoy. And then Tales from Earthsea, which is the Studio Ghibli film that came out. Now I understand Ursula Le Guin was not happy about the way that it was made, which I completely understand. It is like completely different to her stories and it is told in a different way as well. And all of the characters are kind of mashed in together. But it is one of my favourite films ever. So it's completely different to the series, so I don't know if this really counts, but it takes the ideas and the characters from that series, changes them about a little bit. It has a main storyline from the third book, but it is just so great. I love it so much, and I do think it is a fantastic adaptation, even if it is slightly different. Oh, also, now I haven't read this book, but I did listen to half of it with my partner, A Brave New World. There was a series that came out with that actor from Game of Thrones in, who plays Daenerys' brother. I'll put a picture of him on the screen because I don't remember his name. But that is such a good series. It unfortunately got cancelled, so I don't think they're going to be doing any more seasons. But we watched it all the way through and it was so addictive. It was really good. It was fast paced. There was a lot of kind of intrigue in there. And it made me cry. I got really attached to the characters in it. Whereas when I was listening to the audiobook, I actually wasn't that invested, but it is such a good series. I really recommend watching it. Okay, the next question is, what is your least favourite adaptation? And that would have to be any of the Wuthering Heights films that have come out. I know that's really bad, but I really enjoyed that book. I thought it was phenomenal, and I have yet to see anything that comes close to capturing the vibes that come from that book. It doesn't seem to be the same for me, and it's probably just me. I'm probably expecting too much. But I have never finished a Wuthering Heights film or TV show or anything. I just can't get through it. The next question is, if you could adapt any book, what would it be and why? And that would be The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I adored that book. It's amazing. I'm sure you've heard enough about that book already. It is all over Bookstagram and all over BookTube, but it is worth the hype. Now, I'm pretty sure I've seen rumours about this being turned into a film or a TV show already. I think it would make a really good TV show, but probably only for a couple of seasons. But yeah, I would really love that. I would definitely watch it, and I think a lot of people would love it as well if it was done right. The next question is, what's one adaptation that has been portrayed perfectly? And that for me would be Howl's Moving Castle, again, another Studio Ghibli adaptation. This one pretty much follows the exact same story as the book, but it is just so whimsical and so strange and unusual, but really funny, and Calcifer is one of my favourite animated characters ever. I think he's really funny and he's really cute as well. I think the voice acting in it is incredible, and the animation, of course, is just stunning. The next question is, if you could star in any book adaptation, which would it be and why? And also, which character would I like to portray? This is a tough one, but I would probably say Persuasion. Now, I know there's a TV series that came out, but I've honestly never seen it. I don't know where I can watch it. So I haven't seen that, but I would really love to play Anne Elliot. I think she is a really strong character. She's obviously very bookish, and I personally think she is one of the better written women that Jane Austen has written about before. Yeah, it's one of my favourite classic books. I would love to play her, although she's a little bit too cool for me, I think. The next question is quite an easy one for me, and that is, when it comes to adapting a novel, what is your preferred type of media? So TV show, miniseries, or movie? I would say a TV series, not necessarily a miniseries, but I just feel like you can get to know the characters a lot more and build up that kind of relationship with them a little bit more than film. Obviously, film times are very limited, whereas a series can go on, and each episode can be an hour long as opposed to a film, which people don't want to sit there for more than like 4 hours to watch one film. It's easier if it's split up into different episodes. But yeah, definitely a series over a film. The next question is, if you could change anything from a recent adaptation, what would it be? And that would be a Game of Thrones. The last couple of seasons, I just wish that they would pretend that they never happened and redo them. Obviously, I know they don't have the books to go off of, so that was a little bit hard for the writers, I should imagine. But I also feel like they kind of gave up a little bit, so it would be nice to see that properly wrapped up and in a way that didn't make hundreds of people want to scream. And the final question is there a book adaptation that is better than the book itself? And I would have to say Little Women, the recent one that came out with Emma Watson in and Timothy Chalamet. I thought that that film was amazing, and I did really enjoy the book. It's a 5-star read, but that film was just amazing, and I do really think that it was better than the book itself. I think if you want to read Little Women but you're intimidated by it, or you're worried that it's too long or the language is going to be hard, watch the film because it's just so good. Yeah, so that is it for this tag. I do hope that you enjoyed watching. I thought these questions were really fun, and it was really fun to film as well. So thank you again to Raw Reads for creating this tag. It was amazing, and what a great way to do something a bit different on this channel too. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!